What's up, YouTube? How the fuck you doing? This video is gonna be a bit of a rant. I've been wanting to make this video for a couple days now, so hopefully you can bear with me. It's just a legitimate thought. Excuse me, and I'm gonna stutter a lot throughout this video too, so my bad on that. But as you can tell by the title, it's about matchmaking. Why is there no matchmaking for raids or nightfall? Like I'm paying $100 plus for this game to get cut off or from half the content in this game due to no matchmaking, unfortunately. And for those of you guys saying, "Oh, well, there's LFG, you can use LFG." I I I know I can use that. I just hope I'm just wanting that in game. I have no problem doing that in game because I do that in other MMOs where the stuff is in game. The problem is where you have to go out of the game to do stuff in game. You get what I'm saying? Picking up what I'm putting down. That is the problem.
I don't fuck with nobody. Yeah, I don't fuck with nobody, like at all, nobody. So it's very simple. I stay at my house and it's just me, my homies, my fiance, my little puppy I just got, and I don't fuck with nobody. I don't go anywhere. I don't go to parties. I barely go outside. Like literally, I really don't go outside that much just because I don't fuck with nobody. I know that seems a little weird, but I refuse to allow any sort of cancer in my life to spread.
Now I know this is gonna rub some people the wrong way. Probably most. It's not meant for that. It's just so people can meet me in the middle or see my point of view. I'm just trying to express myself on how I feel about not having matchmaking on this game. Which I get some people say the blueberry aspect, which I get. Like people fucking up mechanics, but that's why you got communication for. That's why you can either text or do whatever you need to do to get that person to do the mechanics. But if that person doesn't want to do that, that's why they should add the option to unanimously vote that person out in that fire team. Like if you get 5 out of 6 votes to kick that person, or 5 out of 5 because there's 6 people in the team, that person gets kicked off the team, and then a new person replaces them from the matchmaking. It's not that hard to do that, you know? Now I know some of you guys are gonna be like, "Oh, you're just being lazy by not opening your phone and looking for a group to do raids or nightfalls with." Well, what happens if I'm a returning player? Like I just got back. Season 11 with 20 days left, whatever the last season was. I don't know if it was 10 or 11. I don't even know what season we're on. I think it's 12. But anyways, besides the point, I just came back to the game, haven't done any of the fucking raids. I just luckily got into a group this Saturday, and we never finished it because it was a learning party. Luckily, I found that. It's like there we go. There's the argument. Luckily found that group because looking for those groups is like finding a needle in a haystack, bro. All that app should be called AWT TD instead of LFG, because all you see on there is know what to do, know what to do, know what to do in every fucking raid or every stuff that people are trying to do, like triumphs. Most of the times you see triumphs in the new raid. Oh, know what to do when the shit is just fresh, motherfucker. The shit is fresh, and you're asking for motherfuckers to know what to do already. Like, give people a chance. Like, I know I'm confident I can carry myself and listen to instructions. Now I'm speaking for myself for this part here. I know there's people out there that are not like me, that don't have the skills that can stay alive and handle your shit. You know what I'm saying? I get that point of view. I'm just speaking for myself for this part. Jumping off to a different topic. Well, same topic but different view of somebody that I see in a Reddit post. why? I just want to get into this mindset. If you think like this, please comment down below and tell me why do you think matchmaking in Destiny 2 for raids is equals bad? Why is that? Why is that bad? I just don't see that. I just don't see how that could be bad. Like nobody, you're gonna be like, oh, people are gonna fuck up mechanics and all this. But nobody's forcing you to use the matchmaking. You can still use. I'm not saying get rid of LFG. You can still use LFG and go on LFG. Do your little KWTD post. Like know what to do for the raid and problem solved. Nobody's forcing you to use matchmaking. Matchmaking is for us filthy casuals, as you would like to put it, or for the solo players, for people that get home and don't got time to sit there 30 to 40 plus minutes looking for a group that would, like, I wouldn't say carry, but like teach them the raid, because carry is a bad word. You don't want to use that in LFG, man. Because you know how those guys are. They just want to sit back, let everybody do every mechanic, which that's no bueno. We can't do that. That's not what I'm saying. Well, I'm still on the Q and not topic also. This should also, if they, well, should not, if they ever do add a matchmaking stuff, they could also add like a no-fill option or fill option in case you want to do solo challenges or 3-man challenges. They can still do that, and you don't have to fill the party to start the raid. Just to keep that in there in the game. Those solo challenges are pretty cool to watch and to see. I don't want that to go away now. Can't agree on that. I'm gonna be reading this post from Reddit about this guy of why there's no matchmaking on raids. He went about it the wrong way, calling people names and stuff, but he makes a good point. And it's pretty fun from a troll point of view. I laugh at anything, but I'm gonna read this. He's saying LFG is easy to use, but it's complete bullshit. It's absolutely easy to use, but the people you end up dealing with are fucking C words. 75% of the time. It's not worth it to use LFG for up to 60 minutes just to find a group with a bunch of A words. A-holes. I have used it countless times and never completed a raid. I don't know how you can use it countless times and never complete a raid. That's kind of wild. People either drop off and leave or don't have patience for you to learn. By the time things actually get to a good point, I run out of time myself. Sure, there are clans out there, nice clans out there, that take noobs and show them what and how. But even for those clans, you have to happen to play during the same times. There's too much bullshit to deal with for a regular solo player just to play the raid. This is true. He went about it like the aggressive way, but it's true. He's spitting fast right now. I haven't dealt with any AO peoples or C word peoples, but so I'm usually funny and people like that. But I haven't dealt with any of that. He says, as I mentioned, the developers working on the game have computer science degrees and should be able to figure out a way for everyone to enjoy raids if they put a little effort in it. We'd love to see what in-game LFG does. I'm asking for that too. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. That was pretty funny. He see what I mean? He makes a good point. Now here's a post underneath that guy. Because it would be a shit show. Would you want to be joined to players who have no clue what to do, don't even have mics, and will just screw everything up? I get that point of view. I get it. But that's where the kick players out of the activity will come into play. Like unanimously vote that those players that don't want to put the mics on or not looking at text chat or just rejoin someone else that are you know have mics. You just keep looking for groups. You still have that option. Keep matchmaking, or you could just use LFG like you want to use LFG. And he says, hell, were complaining about forged matchmaking, and that is a completely simple activity. Raid matchmaking will be an utter failure. I wasn't here for the forged matchmaking. I did get to play the forged thing for those 20 days that I was back on the game, and I never found it to be a problem. And like he says, is a simple activity. I never ran into any problems, but I don't see how raid matchmaking will be an utter failure. That's a bold, big statement there. I don't see that happening from playing any all those other MMOs with raids in there, random queue ups. Doesn't usually normally it doesn't go bad. That's what I'm trying to say. In-game LG would be different thing. I would say yes to that if it's done properly. But honestly, LFG is not an issue nowadays. I have done 60 raids in D2 all through LFG. I don't use companion app. There are better third-party sites, and I have rarely had a problem. It's not high on the must-do list. Must-do list. Yeah, I completely agree with the in-game LFG. That would be a plus on Destiny 2. A step in the right direction, I would say. Now I want to read this interview from the Financial Post. They were interviewing M.E. Chung. I don't know who this person is. She's a social lead on Destiny 2. It says they discuss why you can't jump into matchmaking for raids in any traditional manner. In short, while they hear, excuse me, the community asking for matchmaking, Chung sees it as not having the charm of communities that were built through online serverless. Which, by the way, PS4 don't have shit like that. That's a PC thing, and probably Xbox. She proposes that instead, oh my god, what the fuck was that? She proposed that instead of playing with random people every day, you could foster a community on one server together. I wish we could do that. I'm just saying, add some text chat instead of the touchpad being taking you to destinations and shit like that. It could be a text chat in the tower where you could communicate throughout the whole server with everybody that's on there. They could just put the whatever is on the touchpad into the start menu. There's plenty of room where you could add more tabs. And drawing on her experience as a woman and the reactions when using a voice chat, Chung says having a community you can feel comfortable in is important. I agree with that. She is a female. I agree with that. These young virgins, horny motherfuckers, be dogpiling at any time a female turns on her mic. It's crazy how these guys react as soon as a female turns on the mic. I completely agree with that. It's important to feel safe as a female in there. Not me, or females. I mean, gay. Let me continue reading this. It was her first thought when discussing what was right for Destiny, saying that first and foremost, we have to make sure it's a welcoming experience. I agree with that, but I haven't seen any problems come from matchmaking on any other MMOs. Usually, like, for example, Final Fantasy 14, incredible people over there. Like, if you get the chance to play that, play it, dude. Like, you can randomly queue and you'll meet the nicest fucking people out there. Probably could just try and get the commendations, but still, most of the time, 90%, I would say 98% of the time, you'll find friendly people on that game. That's the off 2% chance is either they're coming from other games or wild refugees that act like assholes on there. You know, but it's rare that you run into people like that on that game. It's crazy. From random queues. Usually you're doing random queues on that game. And you could at each other, go over their fucking places and like that. Anyways, getting off topic. Just check out Final Fantasy 14 if you get the chance. It's a great game. Continuing reading here. Server communities were beautiful because that was a way for people to sort of manage the kind of communities that they felt like they belonged to, and they were able to really it doesn't say it. That was a way that I felt safe, right? Chang says in the interview. If they're basing the matchmaking off her point of view and stuff like that, that's kind of fucked up because that's a whole quarter of people that are solo players mainly, and all these other people are getting cut off because of that view right there. That she wants to feel safe and there's no matchmaking, blah 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 blah. But I do get that she wants to feel safe. But to that, I would say, you know, find a couple friends and build with that. Let us have matchmaking. I'm not trying to sound like an asshole. I get her view, like she wants to be safe. See, the video is getting a little bit too long, so I'm gonna start ending the video here. I'm gonna list some of the pros of having the matchmaking that I have written down on my phone, and some of the solutions that Bungie can bring to the game to better the life of us solo players and players that haven't experienced raiding yet or doing the higher difficulty nightfalls. So bear with me, and if you made it this far, thank you for watching the video. Leave a thumbs up and subscribe now to list off the pros. Starting with number 1, more players would be exposed to the raiding scene. There'll be more players to raid with, more opportunities to meet great fucking friends. You know, I've met the best and greatest of my friends from random queues and matchmaking. So that's a plus in my books, you know. I've got friends that I've played with for like 10 plus years now from random queues. You know what I'm saying? That could open more opportunities for people to make friends. Pro number 3 would be that the feeling of accomplishment will be more fulfilling from completing the raid with randoms than what it is, for example, from LFG groups, which takes like what 20 to 30-minute runs in one go. That's like another day in the office for you. If you do it randoms, you get that feeling in your gut, you know what I mean? Like, yes, we fucking finally did it. You know what I'm saying? You feel more accomplished. And then you'd be like, I never want to see you guys ever again. You know what I mean? Unless there are some funny guys in the group, usually me, and you add them, and then a friendship is formed. You know what I'm saying? That's a big plus. I already said friendship. That's up to pro, but you know what I'm saying? It's to drive in the point. Thank you for watching. Peace, love, chicken grease. No, I mean, peace, love. Take care of each other. Hope you guys are doing good. Peace. And if you want to watch the rest of this gameplay, let me know. I'll upload it without the commentary.